Hey, Kevin Easy here. A very solemn Friday. Driving to work right now. Uh, I wanted to talk about a friend of mine who I found out yesterday had passed, Mark Conaway. Mark played in Cursive Z. He was one of our members at one point, played bass for us. I played in his band Manic a couple times. I've known Mark for 20 plus years. Met Mark skating way back in the day. Mark and Matt are like family to me. They're brothers from different mothers. And they've been going through a lot of stuff lately. Their father passed about not too far removed from when my father did. Mark's uncle passed. Then Matt, who was in a car accident some time back, fell and re-broke his leg and was in the hospital. Got an infection and ended up not being able to walk. And it's just been a bunch of bad stuff. And now Mark being gone, it's hard to believe Mark isn't going to be around. Mark is one of the nicest guys I ever met. I know some people talk shit about him, but to me, Mark really didn't have a backbone in his body. He constantly wanted me to make amends with people who I didn't particularly like. And Mark seemed to like everyone and wanted to be liked by everyone. He was a musician, always asking me to put some project together with him or record or something, and I'm going to miss not being able to do that ever again. Luckily, I did have those times in the videos with him and Manic, but I know Travis and I are both equally sad we'll never have Mark just doing whatever tomfoolery he was into. Like I said, Mark didn't have a bad bone in his body. He was one of the nicest guys I ever met. He kind of is very similar to me in a lot of ways. We're both vocalists, both bass players. I'll miss him forever. Like, I'll never forget him, and his loss will greatly be felt by many. I'm sure down the road we'll put some kind of Mark Palooza together again for him. He was one of the only people I ever knew that had their own festival they named after themselves. But being said, I miss you, buddy. I really do. And I'm sorry that I didn't see you for the last month. I always say, don't take people don't take people for granted, because you never know when they're not going to be around anymore. Once again, I'm at a loss for words because I haven't seen him and never got to say, hey, goodbye or anything. Last time I saw Mark, I was at his brother's house, and we were all sitting at the table, and Mark and I were both playing fucking songs we knew and singing them. Mark was like the most open mic guy ever. I remember one of the worst shows I ever played was with Mark. With Eric, Mark. Well, it was supposed to be Far From Paradise at the time. We were supposed to play at Pappy's. And my dad had shown up. And Brian, our drummer, was having a child. So we couldn't play the show. So we just basically winged it and played with Mark. We didn't know a damn song. We got booed. And I remember my dad watching me, and I'm like, God, this is the show my dad had to watch. It was this horrible, horrible show we played. It was bad. And there was another time, I remember Mark being pissed. We were playing a show, and I'd walked off the stage and totally fucked up the bass line on the song. And I think Matt reached over and turned me off. But, it was one of those things like, we had fun together. We didn't always agree, but we had fun. And like I said, so many people like Mark. So many people like Mark. He always had the weirdest damn taste in music, though. He had like some stuff that was cool, like with punk rock and stuff, and then he'd pick something. You'd think he'd pick something cool, like for instance, Peter Gabriel. If I was gonna pick a Peter Gabriel song, I'd pick Big Time or Sledgehammer. This guy picks In Your Eyes or whatever. In Your Eyes, and I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking, Mark? He was just a funny dude, man. Funny dude. He liked to hang out. He liked to party, maybe too much. I remember one time in my life I was going through a split with my wife, and I was fucking broken about it. And I would go over to Mark's house every day and work out with him, and it kept me going. It kept me doing the right thing. So I just wanted to say I miss you, Mark, and I won't ever forget you. I'm sure plenty of people won't ever forget you. I'm going to try to keep Markapalooza as a thing for you in the future once this is all done and over with. But I miss you, bud. Kevin Easy out.